before I got to USAFA, I always wanted to know what it was like to be at USAFA. But people never really get those perspectives from a freshman. Getting it from a sophomore, a junior, or a senior is completely different from getting it from a freshman. Sophomore, juniors, and seniors can say, oh, just make it through freshman year, just finish this, just finish that. But they already made it through, so it's kind of different when they say that. Hearing it from a freshman's perspective is way better for the incoming freshmen and for the people that want to apply at USAFA. So if you can make it through freshman year, then you can make it through USAFA. So I interviewed cadets and asked them some questions about USAFA, who they are as people, and just their perspectives on this place.
I'm from Duluth, Minnesota.
I'm from Gilbert, Arizona.
Fishers, Indiana. No one knows where that is.
How old are you?
22.
I'm 19. I'm about to turn 20 in 2 months.
I'm 18 years old.
Direct, a preppy prior, what are you?
I'm a preppy and I play football and track.
Direct.
I'm a prior with some college experience.
Why did you come to USAFA?
I went through a point in my, it was, long story short, it was a really big goal of mine when I was a little kid, but I didn't have the grades for it my senior year when it came around to it. So I ended up enlisting, saying I'd just do ROTC and use the guard to pay for school. Went through kind of a hard point in my life and just said I wasn't really happy with where I was at. Decided to just send it, see if I could get in. And I somehow made it here. I'm kind of happy about it. I think it's a good move overall. Biggest motivator for me though was there's more pilot slots out of USAFA than there are out of ROTC or OTS. So that was my selling point for this place.
I get asked this a lot, and I truly, right now, I don't really have a definite answer. It's always you'll reap the benefits afterwards, so I'm kind of hanging on to that.
I came to USAFA because I just thought I'd have the most opportunities here. Like, I took a lot of visits on a lot of schools. Before I committed anywhere, I had no idea what I wanted, and I definitely did not think it'd be anything like this. I wanted to go to like a big school, not a military academy. I had no intention to like do anything with the military. But I took a visit here, and I just on paper, you literally can't compare it to anything else. So I just thought it'd be the best for my future.
What did you commit here for? What sport did you do?
Swimming.
As a freshman, what are some cool things about this place?
Usually freshmen don't really play or dress out for football, and with all the turn back, I'm able to dress out, so I'm pretty happy about that. Got to play against Navy. It might have been 3 snaps, but hey.
I really like the flyovers. For me, like the flyovers, and then there's just some general vibes. For me, going to my old university, they prepare you to be things such as a doctor, a scientist, a researcher. I wasn't interested in that. For me, my ultimate goal has always been a war fighter for my country. Yeah, for patriotism, for the love of my land. I wasn't interested in, just being a scientist. So when I come here and the curriculum is still it's still based around creating a scientist or creating somebody else, but they throw in and relate it back to how this will affect the warfighting ability of the military. I really appreciate that.
I think more so than anywhere else, people really look out for each other because it is harder. It is a lot different than any other college. So I think because of that, people are constantly they have your back. People are asking you how you're doing, but actually intentionally meaning it. So that's a good thing. There's just the support overall, in classes, on deck. I said I'm a swimmer. The coaches, teammates, everyone around you is just supporting you and wants you to be the best that you can be.
Dolly, what are some things that you don't like while you are at this thing?
So most of the stuff that I don't like while I'm a dually, I feel stem from my age. For me personally, well, don't take offense to this, it's being surrounded by a bunch of 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, a bunch of kids younger than me that haven't quite reached some of the maturity stuff and kind of have to sit up and accept it. And when you're getting in trouble for really stupid crap, and this is my second time going through basic training, I have to sit there and like, all right, why are we getting yelled at for something outrageously dumb again? And you have to take a step back, realize, all right, you're not hot crap. You need to sit back and like, no, these guys need to be taught too. And that's also kind of like the fun part about leadership, is stepping in to help out. The biggest annoyances for me, besides some of the younger classmen, or I shouldn't say younger classmen, but some of my counterparts who are younger than me, would probably just be just not having my truck or my motorcycle down here.
The annoying things, I would definitely, I mean, there's a lot, but I mean, there's some upperclassmen that are like super cool, like they don't really care, like they're minding their own business, but it's always the ones who are like just trying to find a reason to get you in trouble. The rules, like I have to let people know where I'm staying at all times. Like I'm about to be 20 years old, like I don't need to be telling me where I need to be at. That's just how I feel.
So I think like we have a lot of things that we have to do as freshmen, and like some of it I get that they're like trying to, you know, instill certain qualities in us, but some of the upperclassmen take it in the wrong way. I think you were kind of talking about this earlier, but like instead of like being corrective and being in a manner, like correcting someone in a manner for them to like improve, some people power kind of goes to their head. Just for me personally, if you didn't know, here it's like until March you can't really be friends with any upperclassmen, and that's something that like maybe it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but for me it's really annoying because I like to consider myself as like a social person. I like to meet people, I like to interact with people. If I see someone in the hallway, I like to say hi, how are you? You can literally get in trouble for that. So that's something frustrating that like I find really annoying, is I can't even reach out to a lot of people that I would be friends with.
Around 7, throw on the top half of my uniform, get to my team's call for chemistry. I mean, chemistry is my best class, so I'm not really tripping on that. And then I got Portuguese afterwards, and then I have calculus 1Z, don't know what's happening in that. Lunch, then I have a little like 30-minute period where I can kind of just chill. Then I have B-side, and then I go straight from B-side, which I usually take in the locker room of football, and I go from B-side straight to football practice, whether it's meetings or lifts, it depends on the day. And then from practice to about 7:15, 7:30.
Alright, so I wake up. We have M days and T days, and that's like just your schedule for classes. So on T days, I have swim practice in the morning, so I wake up at like 5:30. I go to practice, and then weights. And then T days are super busy for me because right after practice I have class, and then I have class all the rest of the day, the rest of the period. So I'm just like in class, like doing that obviously. And then we have afternoon practice after class, and then that ends at like 6. And then I eat dinner, do some homework, hang out with friends if I have time. I don't know, it just depends. M days are like a lot more relaxed, so I only have 2 periods on M days. So I like sleep in longer, I do whatever I need to do in the morning, or just like chill out. And then I just have 2 classes, then I go to lunch, and then go to practice in the afternoon, and then do homework and hang out or whatever after that.
Wake up, see if I have time to eat breakfast. Don't have time to eat breakfast. Hop on Teams for my first class. If it's a day I have to be in class for, which is like only one of my classes, I am usually up a little bit earlier those days, run to get breakfast, and then run over to the library and sit in the library. Get questioned by a teacher why I'm in the library, and just say, I have a math class today. And then after that, it's lunch, whatever I have in the afternoon, and then just grinding at my computer, trying to study and knock out as much stuff as I can. The cynicism here is really real, and some of the sense of entitlement that I've seen. I can understand being in a position of power and feeling like you've earned it, but when it goes beyond just simple like, yeah, I'm an upperclassman, I've earned the right to do this, and you're just being I'm gonna watch my language. If you're just being a jackwagon, I'm gonna lose respect for you and not gonna have the same respect for you. I'll still show you respect, but it's not gonna be that personal respect that I have for you as a person.
These are things that aren't personal. It's just a sense of respect.
Just like the atmosphere, like it's really like no one has their own identity. Like as soon as someone comes here, not me, their whole personality goes from like their past 17 years, and then they come here and all of a sudden they have to be everything about Air Air Force, and I don't understand because like I'll put the uniform on, I'll do what I have to do, go to school, but when it's my personal time, I'm gonna beat myself regardless.
What do you think is gonna keep you here?
My future. I've always been like a driven person, and like I've always been future oriented, and like I know that if I went to another school, I'd definitely have a lot of fun. I'd like still, it's not that I wouldn't be successful, I could find success like somewhere else. It's just like I know that here I'm gonna have a lot more opportunities.
Best friends, all my preppies, C Squad, we were grinding last year. Although it's the prep school of the Air Force Academy, it's a completely different atmosphere. We came up 2 basics down, I'm already in 2 deep. Me personally, I see myself playing football here.
It sounds cheesy, the people, and me, I've come to the realization that I can't really go home at this point. I don't know if I could go back and face some of the people that helped get me here. All the people that helped get me here I had personal relations with, or because it was such a small unit, they see you around every day, and I feel like I could not face those people again and say, yeah, you got me this incredible opportunity, and I said, yeah, I'm just gonna go back and be a bulldog.
So I'm planning on studying some kind of engineering, and then I want to go to grad school and get my MBA, and then through the Air Force I want to do some kind of engineering. I don't really know yet, like I'm open to any possibilities, but I don't think I'm gonna like retire through the Air Force. And after I leave that, I'll pursue some kind of business.
So I want to commission as an officer and go fly fighter jets is my biggest goal, particularly F-16s for the SEAD mission that they represent. Worked on them for 3 years, so I'm a little biased towards that jet.
And we are here with
Corinne Yorfman.
Christian.
JP, aka Jaden Pearson. Follow me on Twitter at Jaden. Jaden _Pearson 39. First name Jaden, Jadon.